Hi, hello, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite sunscreens. I consider myself a sunscreen connoisseur for obvious reasons. So if that's interesting to you, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to start out with my drugstore sunscreens first. This is the Skin Proud Serious Shade Sunscreen SPF 50, and I absolutely love the slim design of this packaging. You do get 40 ml, so more than a fluid ounce, which is great. It has a fairly runny consistency, so you can see that immediately goes kind of clear. It sinks in really quickly, but leaves me feeling moisturized, and it does have a glowy sheen to it, but it's not glittery in any capacity, and it sits perfectly under makeup. I love the high SPF. According to them, it is a ultra lightweight, silky texture with an intensely hydrating formula with zero white cast, zero flashback, zero pilling. I agree. I have had that experience, and now that it's dried a little bit, you can see that it just looks moisturized. My skin doesn't look like a disco ball. And you can find this at Walmart, and it's about $15. Moving on to the next one. NATURIUM Dew Glow SPF 50. Again, we love to see it. Mine does not have it, but if you pick this up from Target today, you will notice a divot in the cap, and that is to perfectly measure out 1/4 teaspoon, which is the amount you should be using on your whole face. Since I'm doing half and half, I'm not going to use that much just for demonstration purposes, but it is so cool, and they take all the guesswork out of it, which is amazing. So it is just a white cream. This one, again, blends in within seconds. This one leaves a very glowy finish, like glass skin. It's a little thicker than the first one, but not going to make me sweat by any means. This one is fragrance free, and it is also vegan. Works really good under makeup, or works perfectly on its own. It's easy to reapply. You don't have to think about it thanks to the cap. It also has niacinamide and absorbic acid, so you might notice your skin improving over time with this one. Even better that it has skincare benefits, and it retails for $22. Alright, next up on the docket we have the Sun Bum Glow 30 Moisturizing Sunscreen Face Lotion. It does have a tint, but it also has a very watery texture. This one claims to be hydrating, which I very much agree with. This one also has some vitamin C, brightening your complexion over time. And this one definitely leaves a very glowy sheen, and I will bring it down on my neck, so hopefully you can see that the tint is pretty deep if you have skin as fair as mine. But I find if I blend it in and do bring it down my neck and my chest, which they need sunscreen too, so it's a win-win, that it's not very noticeable. But that means if you're deeper complected, that there will be no chance of a white cast. I love this one as a dupe for the SUPERGOOP Glowscreen. This one is fragrance free and vegan, of course cruelty free, and it retails for about $18.50. Okay, now we're going to transition to ones that cost a little bit more, but I still really enjoy. Starting out with the one that really got me into glowy sunscreens, the which I can never say correctly, the SUPERGOOP Glowscreen. They recently have expanded their shade range, so I have a little baby guy of the shade Dawn. The previous lightest shade, Sunrise, was too deep for me. This one's a nice pearly pink, so it works well for my very fair complexion. And this new shade really does just work super well with my fair skin. Again, it only takes seconds of blending in for it to disappear into the skin. It feels very lightweight and hydrating, and it does have that touch of mica in it, like the Sun Bum one, to make you glow even when it has been fully absorbed into the skin. It also has hyaluronic acid and niacinamide, and I do appreciate the higher SPF. You can find it at Ulta and Sephora. Traditional size runs for $38. but it is undeniably gorgeous. Alright, this next one is definitely a splurge, and in the info box I do disclose which products were sent to me for PR. This is one of them. This is the True Botanicals Skin Barrier Sun Shield SPF 30. Also is rocking a very pale tint. The reason I enjoy this one so much is because my skin loves True Botanicals. And we have kind of the same theme going on here with what I like in sunscreen. It's going to need to go invisible on the skin within seconds. This does. My skin like drinks it up. It does smell herbally, botanically, if you will. Goodness gracious, this is jam-packed with skincare. It has vegan pea... It has... what? It has vegan pea peptides to fight the signs of aging, improves the look of skin texture over time. Again, sunscreen is something that you should be incorporating as the last step in your skincare routine, so you actually can see these skincare benefits from your SPF. It's hyperallergenic, it doesn't clog pores, and it has non-nano zinc to ensure that the zinc doesn't get absorbed into your bloodstream, which is something that I didn't know was a thing until I tried this out and learned more about it. It's 19% zinc oxide, and because of that technology, that's how it can be so high, but not have any kind of white cast, and the skin still looks glowy, dewy, and fresh. It feels the most hydrated out of all the other, like, high-end ones. Definitely think of it as skincare with SPF, if that's what helps you with the cost, because that's what I have to remind myself of. As I get older, I'm willing to spend more on skincare than makeup. Alright, last but not least in my like in a tubey kind of lotion SPFs is the IRIS&ROMEO Weekend Skin SPF 50 plus vitamin C plus glow. Again, I love the high SPF of 50. 10% zinc oxide does have a deeper tint to it. And this is fairly new to my collection, but the texture of this feels so nice. It feels like if you've ever tried the Cocoa Kind Resurrection Moisturizer, it feels like that. But it has SPF 50 and a gorgeous, stunning glow. Like, I just really like how this feels on my skin. I do think that they need multiple shades because, again, hopefully you can see that it is a little deep. It's going to need to go down my neck and my chest anyway, so it's not that much of a deal breaker because it's not, you know, crazy deep on my very pale skin. I appreciate a tint. I would rather a tint and me have to blend it down my neck than it not be something that everyone can use. I did wear it under makeup. It looked gorgeous under there. The glow from this definitely shines through underneath makeup, so it would be good if there's a matte foundation or something that you like. And this seems to me like the perfect no makeup kind of SPF because that little bit of tint just kind of evens things out a little more. According to them, this combines SPF and a time-released vitamin C that is serum grade and will improve the appearance of your dark spots over time. So I'm really looking for, especially in these high-end ones that cost over like $30, I want them to give me more bang for my buck than maybe something from the drugstore. Even though these drugstore options also bring that to the table, it's a requirement if it's going to cost more than $30. Along with the vitamin C, it has vitamin E and chamomile, and again, the same as the True Botanicals, it has that non-nano zinc. This one is 10% zinc oxide. That's how it can be in the double digits without the white cast. This is the newest to my collection, so I'm excited to keep using it because it just feels so good on my skin. Something kind of new is sprays with SPF in them. I've tried one from Milani and it absolutely like choked me out with sunscreen smell. These also have a sunscreen smell. To me, it's kind of like something we might not be able to avoid. We have to go with the lesser of the evils here. The first one is the Glow Baby Brightening Setting Mist. So this is a setting spray and it has SPF 45, which is really good. I love that it's so high. It has these little metal balls in it, so you want to make sure that you shake up the formula. They say it's 3-in-1. Sun care, skin care, and a makeup setting spray. Vegan, obviously cruelty-free. It has vitamin C, sea algae to hydrate, no parabens, no phthalates, no mineral oils, no silicones. So let me see. It has a very fine mist, but it also has a pretty strong smell. The 14th ingredient in this is fragrance, and it smells kind of orangey, but also very flowery, and the smell hangs around for a bit. But if you're outside, it might not be so bad. There's just not a lot of SPF sprays with this high of an SPF, so I grin and bear it and I use it. And I know Pacifica puts really good ingredients into their products. You can find this at Target and Ulta, and it retails for $18. And the next sunscreen spray I have is from Kate Somerville. It is the SPF 50 Uncomplicated SPF Soft Focus Makeup Setting Spray. So again, this is not marketed as like a spray all over sunscreen. It's a makeup setting spray with SPF. But it is an aerosol. I'm spraying these on my makeup brushes, which is probably not the best. Just cover them bad boys up. So it is also just a super fine mist. Fine. It is totally different from the Pacifica one because this one claims to give you a matte finish. This one does also contain lavender oil, so you do get that smell. This one, however, dissipates much faster than the one from Pacifica. This one also works better for like much warmer and humid climates because the Glow Baby one does have that like oil in it to make you look glowy and dewy. Again, this one's matte, so it doesn't do that. It is so nice to have something in my collection where if I'm already wearing a little bit of makeup, I can just do a 1-2 pass and I've got an extra layer of protection. Of course, hat, umbrella, tarp, whatever else I need to stay protected, but it's nice to have something like this as well. I would just spray it outside. Like, don't spray this in a car or something because you're going to blast everybody with lavender scent. Let me know if there are other facial sprays with SPF that you really enjoy, because this is something that I'm finding myself much more interested in these days, because I do want to touch a concealer here or there, and you know, reapplying SPF when you're wearing a little bit of makeup can be a challenge. There's many hacks out there. There's nothing easier than a spray, so I'm very curious to know. And that is basically, as of right now, 2023, the top sunscreens that I am reaching for. Again, some of these were sent to me, and that's why I have like a plethora of them, but I am always willing to test a sunscreen out, see how it reacts to my skin, see how it sits under makeup. Let me know your favorite sunscreens. There's like, I have a whole other container full of body sunscreen. If you would like for me to get into that as well, let me know. I appreciate you so very much for watching. As always, be blessed, be kind to one another, wear your SPF, stay hydrated, and we will speak again very, very soon. Bye. La, 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 la.